Hello ladies and gents to No Drama Just Movies Rapid Reviews. So I watched the original I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997 recently, and I had some thoughts. Right off the bat, and this might not mean much now, but back in the 90s, this cast was the hot new thing. Jennifer Love Hewitt from Party of Five, Sarah Michelle Gellar, who had been on the daily soap All My Children and at the time would have just started appearing on TV screens as Buffy in Joss Whedon's TV show. And the gents were just about to blow up, with Freddie Prinze Jr. going into She's All That and Scooby-Doo, also with Gellar, while Ryan Phillippe would join Gellar in Cruel Intentions. My point is, these were the up-and-comers of their generation, which alone should make this mandatory viewing. If you add Scream scribe Kevin Williamson to the mix, you've got yourself a movie, man. Speaking of Scream, I loved how this was more than just a slasher. The movie poses an ethical and moral dilemma. Would you give up your future to report an accident you created? With a year gone by and the moment to confess and maybe avoid a stricter sentence far behind, the friends dig deeper into the lie until it literally haunts them. But underneath it all is the same question, a question the audience needs to answer for themselves. It then adds a little twist to the equation. What if David wanted to die that day? Would that make his accidental death okay? In perfect Kevin Williamson fashion, it adds another twist at the end, which again recontextualizes the question. So, yes, there's not much slashering being done, especially early on, but I really appreciated the exploration of the aftermath for the friends. When Julie and Helen visit David's sister, for example, Julie has to confront what they have done. I think that hit a nice spot for me and gave Jennifer Love Hewitt something real to play. I also read it as the movie focusing more on terror than horror. The Fisherman terrorizes the friends, very much like Pennywise went after the Losers Club in It, toying with them before the kill. For example, when Barry dies, we get both his fight with the Fisherman and Helen's reaction to it in quick shots, rather than just staying with Barry and a chase the whole time. The whole sequence with Helen and the Fisherman was great. Her trying to get into a family store, with her sister taking her time to open the door, right down to the overhead shot of her death in the alley. All that was filled with wonderful tension. I also loved the level of characterization, particularly for Helen. Between her strained relationship with her sister and her failed career in New York, she becomes a rounder character and someone I actually cared about. Yes, you could argue that this is supposed to be a slasher film, so let's get on with the killing. But personally, I care more about the chase or the death when I can empathize with the victim. The ending was kinda cool. The reveal of who the killer really is was one of those surprising but inevitable things every writing book is talking about, and the final confrontation with Julie Ray and the Fisherman is perfectly tense. Overall, I enjoyed this one. The cast looked great through my nostalgia-tinted glasses, and yes, it was a bit weaker on the slashing side. Williamson definitely wrote a much better one with Scream, but if you watch it as a bit of a mix of different genres, psychological horror, mystery, drama, you might get more out of it than you expect. And that's all. Roll credits.